Hello everyone out there. Greetings. It's been so long I've forgotten what I usually say, but hello vinyl community and everyone else watching this. I guess that's what I say. It's been a long time, and I want to make a confession about that before we begin. I've got to move the camera here slightly. That's better. It's getting a light there. This has been a defunct channel, and that was sort of on purpose. I just pretty much decided I was gonna stop making videos. I didn't see the point anymore. I'd sort of run out of ideas, and I was just like, I'm not into it anymore. I at least needed a break. I know I kept saying that I was going to be right back. And I even have videos made, and you will see those videos eventually, although some of them are probably approaching a year old now. You will see them. But my mind got changed about ending my channel. I wasn't going to end it. I was just going to stop putting up new content. I was never going to take it down or anything like that. But I got a package in the mail, and that changed my mind because I wasn't expecting a package. I had no idea what the package was. I looked at it. It was in a manila sort of envelope, and I was like, okay, what is this? It's flexy. It almost feels like a press kit or something. So I looked at who it was from, and it just said TMC. And it took me a minute, and then I figured it out. It was from the Midnight Callers. And in fact, it was a promo copy, an advanced copy of their ast album, Rattled Humming Heart. So I really liked the first album. I thought it was really good. In fact, I have it right here. If you don't own this album, you should. It's a really strong album. It's a really good album. This came out, 3 years ago? Something like that. It was easily one of the top 10 albums of the year. The single, 41 Miles to Roscoe, I think came in third on Little Steven's Underground Garage's coolest song in the world that year. Really strong, really good album. Chris Payne is the leader of this group, and this was really, really, really good. I want to stress that it was really, really, really good. So, I've had that, and the new one came in the mail, like I said, and I put it in my car to listen to, because that's generally how I listen to CDs. I have my system hooked up to record CDs, but not really listen to them. I can listen to them on my computer or put on a pair of headphones, but I don't do it that often. I do most of my CD listening in my car. However, I unlike some people, I do most of my music listening in the house. I don't drive that much. I don't, I listen to music more in the house than I do anywhere else on my stereo, but it's usually vinyl. But anyway, so Rattled Humming Heart came, and all I can say is this is a giant leap forward. Again, the other album was really, really good. This album, Rattled Humming Heart, this is it right here, I'm already ready to give it Album of the Year. I'm already ready to say in June, halfway through the year, that nothing better than this is going to come out this year. I don't see how it could, to be honest. I honestly don't see how anybody could do better than this. The songs on the last one were, again, really, really, really good. 41 Miles to Roscoe I played over and over and over, just really, really good. And there was lots of other really, really good songs on this, on that. Songs on this are great. All of them. 100%. There's nothing I would skip. There's nothing I don't love. I had one or two least favorites the first time I played it. By the third time I played this, I don't even have a least favorite. I absolutely love every single song on this album. It kicks off with a song called New York Tramp. Here's the song listings if you can see that. And one of the things before I will take you song by song, sort of. I'm not good at reviewing, okay? It takes a lot to get me to review something because I'm not very good at it. But I needed to review this. So the song titles, you could tell they took their time in writing the songs. And then after they wrote the songs, they crafted the songs. And that's different than writing them. You can tell just by the titles. Most songs, the title is the first line in the chorus. It's not. It's almost none on this album. The song titles are the first line in the chorus, which is fantastic. It shows they took time and care in their writing, and they were clever, and the lyrics are fantastic, and the songs are fantastic. And anyway, the lead-off song, I put this in expecting, you know, another 41 miles to Roscoe, which would have been great. I would have been thrilled. I would have been, wow, thank goodness. But it's nothing like that. They use some sort of voice modulation on the first track, which I was like not expecting. And it's not on any of the other tracks, which is great because you put it in and you're expecting, you know, that Chris Payne voice, and it's not what you get. And that's fantastic. And this song is just an up rock and roll song. All the songs have a bit of a power pop bend, but I wouldn't call this a power pop album because that degrades it, and it's so much more than that. It is, if you love power pop, you will love this. This is up there for me with like Get the Knack or the Beats' first album, and I'm not kidding. Last time I was this excited about an album was the Wilkerson album, and this gives the Wilkerson album a run for its money, but they're completely different, and that's what's so great about this. So when this comes out, buy it. It's going to come out on vinyl. January 23rd, I think, is the release date for both the vinyl and the CD. The vinyl's colored vinyl. The CD is here. It's available on Amazon, all the usual outlets. But anyway, the first song, New York Tramp. Yeah, New York Tramp is just an amazing. It's just pure rock and roll. I was shocked by what I heard because it didn't sound like the Midnight Callers, yet it did sound like the Midnight Callers. You know, it's like the Beatles progressing. That's what I'm thinking of here. You know, and it has a sound all its own. A lot of these I'll compare to somebody, although they're not derivative in a way. Just slightly reminds me of it. I was reminded slightly of the first Fastball album because they wore their influences on their sleeves. I don't think these guys wear their influences on their sleeves nearly as much as Fastball did. But that sort of vibe, I was getting vibes. Who knows if it's really where they were coming from. But the songs are slightly familiar in a very good way. It's not like they're derivative or anything. You hear them once or twice and it's like you've known them your whole life. And that's fantastic. Second song is Step. I would make that the single if I were them. It's got a catchy chorus. It's just catchy, catchy, catchy. Sounds a bit like the Midnight Callers now. You're back in like that sort of familiar territory. Great song. It's not my favorite on the album just because it is a single, but to me it's the single. But I love it. Then comes Closer, which is, again, just, I'm running out of words here. It's just fantastic. It could be the second single. Any of these could be a single, though. Then you get Girl on the Run, which now I'm in love with that one. That's the second song I'm absolutely in love with. But I love all the songs, but I'm in love with a couple of them. And then you get a song called Without Ya. And that's followed by Baby Let Me Be. Those two songs are both fantastic, and they both in different ways have like a Raspberries vibe to me. And Girl on the Run maybe has a little bit of a Knack vibe, but I'm not saying they're derivative. It's just slightly, you know, I could see the Knack doing something like that. But the two, that Without Ya and Baby Let Me Be, are raspberries, and like the harmony vocals on this are fantastic. And these are both very, to me, raspberry harmony vocals, and that's why I say that. But with like Wally singing, the songs that Eric didn't sing that Wally sang, these both to me have that sort of vibe. Then we get What Goes Around, just another friggin' fantastic song. Was that the one? One of them had a bit of an ELO vibe even. And then there was The Plan, which is just, I'm running out of words. Just a fantastic song. And there's a song called Maggie, and I've heard this 3 times, so I don't know the songs by heart yet. But it's either The Plan or Maggie. I think it's Maggie. Actually has like a Beady Eye vibe. If you don't know who Beady Eye is, it was Liam Gallagher's band after Oasis. It has that sort of a vibe. And The Plan reminded me of like early Who, or the Len Price 3. Now, the Midnight Callers probably have never even heard the Len Price 3, but that's what I'm reminded of there. And it ends with, I can't see, Colors. Almost a little bit psyche, that tune. They go into a little bit psyche kind of thing. And The Plan, by the way, I think it's The Plan, is the one that to me sounds most like the first album. And it's not all that much like it. And Colors, again, almost a little psyche in places. Just so good. I've run out of words. There's the credits on the inside there. And it's just the band with Kurt Ryle and Chris Rogers. And that's it. It's not like they had a billion people helping them or anything. This is a grown-up album. And by that I don't mean it's an album for grown-ups. I mean these guys have grown so much as a band. The first Midnight Callers album, it's a band album, but it could also be, I mean, and there's nothing wrong with that, but it sounds like a bunch of guys backing Chris Payne up, sort of. A lot of McCartney albums sound like that too lately. It just doesn't, to me, it doesn't have 100% band vibe. This is a band. This right here, this is an album by a band. You can tell. They are 100% together, committed. Just a great album. I've run out of words, but when this comes out, if you like rock and roll, if you like power pop, if you listen to my podcast and you like what I play on my podcast, pick this up. Do yourself a favor, because honest to goodness, I'm in love with every track. I'm not in love. I love every track on this, and I'm in love with probably 6 or 7 of them. And the other 3 I just love. It's, again, album of the year. Which, I mean, this is their sophomore album. Sophomore albums usually go downhill. You know, you go down. Look at Boston's second album. Look at the Bangles' second album. You take a dip down on your second album. Usually, these guys brought it to another level. The Midnight Callers, Rattled Humming Heart. And if you wonder where they got the title from, listen to Step, the second song on the album, and you'll figure it out. Well, that's it. I've said enough. I've gone on too long about this already, probably. But it's on Gem Records. You can go to their site and check it out. I think there should be more information on their site, to be honest. But it's available for pre-order on Amazon and all your usual places you buy your music. And if you're a vinyl guy, get the vinyl. They're all going to be orange vinyl. And if you're a CD guy, get the CD. If you're a streamer, I feel sorry for you. Check this out. This is a fantastic album. Rattled Humming Heart by the Midnight Callers. You will not be sorry. Well, I've rattled and hummed enough. Thank you all for watching. Go out and buy the album. Check it out. And I'm gonna not be a stranger. I know I promise this after every video, but I'm not gonna be a stranger. I'm back. And for good or bad, you can blame that on those guys. I don't know if it's good to be back or not. I'll find out. Anyway, check out the Midnight Callers, please. And if you don't have the first one more plug. This one is still readily available. Never came out on vinyl. CD is still readily available. Check this one out too. This one is definitely worth your time. But it's just the new one is a huge step forward, in my opinion. Okay, that's it. That's enough on that. Thank you so much for watching this and taking the time. Check out my podcast. That's still been going strong. snapcracklepop.podomatic.com. And in fact, last week's episode 409, I think, is the best podcast I've ever done. If you've got a couple hours to kill, or you just need something to listen to, check that out. Okay, that's enough. I hope you're all well. And take care, everybody. And I promise, I swear, I pinky swear, I will be back. Take care, everyone. Bye.